Greetings and salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Andy from the Andy Woozy YouTube channel, and today we are playing 1000 Lines. Let's get right into this stuff. That's a bit loud music, I dare say. I didn't change it from last time, so, yep. Reaching the Sun, Chapter 2. Icy. So foretold the tales that once upon a time there was a wolf without a past or memory who wanted to reach the sun. Along the path he traveled, the wolf wanted to quench his thirst and fatigue by a stream. There, he came across a brightly colored snake whose scales resembled a rainbow. The chatterbox reptile initiated conversation, ignoring the differences between reptiles and mammals. The wolf considered that she might be an illusion, but how could it be possible for anyone to have such boundless energy under this intense sun? An idea came to the wolf's mind. Before he could find an answer to his question, could it be that the snake knew how to reach the sun? He had nothing to lose, and the snake said the following. Reaching the sun? Are you not already had enough? You seem so distant and reserved. In truth, that was the last thing I would have expected to hear from you. But listening to you makes me happy. The snake chuckled, making the wolf regret ever asking the question in the first place. My name, however, is Acid. I am cold-blooded. But don't look, er, but don't I look warm in your eyes? I'm good at keeping company, said the reptile as she coiled around the wolf's leg. What's your name? Are you hot or cold? I'm just a wolf, he answered. That's what you can call me if you wish. The multicolored snake peered across the landscape with her gaze, upset by such a dull answer. Too cold for a warm-blooded animal, you are. Though they do say that opposites attract. The long reptile wrapped herself around the wolf, hissing her with her tongue, and the mammal, made nervous by such behavior, asked Icy to keep it short. Ah, yes, the sun. From where I come, the desert. The sun is relentless. If what you wish to find is to find it, then it should probably be around here. The closer you are, the hotter it gets, don't you think? That's how I feel as I touch your skin. The wolf started to feel awkward and worried. He knew that about poisonous snakes and was scared of falling victim to such games. So he decided to excuse himself as quickly as he possibly could. So soon? You can see the sun any time, but we may never meet again. Icy fell back to the ground, slightly depressed. Also, I'm not so sure that you will be able to find it. Don't you think that it's too much for someone of your species? The wolf ignored the snake and her endless chatter. He said goodbye, thankful for her help, and left as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Icy was upset for having to bid farewell to a newly acquired friend so soon. The sun of the desert was big, huge, and colossal. The sand would burn and slip through his fur. His throat was dry, and his strength was draining from him with each passing step. Despite all of that, he continued on, dune after dune, searching for a place where the sun might be a little closer to him. Such a pity that the pattern would only repeat infinitely. Each achievement would only give the same prize. The only difference was how the sun would become more ruthless. What did he do to deserve that? Why that punishment? Something so cruel couldn't possibly bring any joy. The wolf fell to the ground, weakened and defeated. The sand started to cover him little by little, and he thought he'd die there, buried until eventually melting away on that very spot. The snake was right. He was a warm-blooded animal, so that's why he lost it before it ever began. And now, he could only close his eyes and give up. Later on, however, he woke up when he felt a breeze that was different from the others. It was cold. The wolf opened his eyes and realized that night had come. Nights in the desert were cold, contrary to the days. He looked towards the sky, and there once was again the moon, bringing to him a present that his painful fur needed to save his life. Plentiful, not painful, plentiful fur needed and saving his life. And now he could only smile, happy for the company that the moon was offering him. And what could he do in return for her, he wondered. So he gathered air in his lungs and raised his head, determined. He gave a resounding howl, covered the sea and the skies with profound gratitude. So foretold the tales that once upon a time was a wolf, without a past or memory, who wanted to reach the sun. That was beautiful. Ah, man. That was beautiful. Getting out and on the wrong side of the bed, it's an expression used to justify it when you act grumpy after waking up. Even if there's no real proof to back up its legitimacy. People were quite superstitious in the past when it comes to the customs. So blaming getting out on the wrong side of the bed as being a source of your problems was normal. Even something simple as having a cloudy day like today would be considered a ill omen. Nowadays, nobody really takes those customs seriously, but it doesn't change the fact that you can always use them when you get the feeling that nothing will go as expected. Truth is, I don't know from which side of the bed I got out this morning, left, right, or I just rolled off, wrapped in the sheets, which happens more often than it should. But in its place, I got something even worse. A call from Aussie asking if I could visit him and let him copy my notes from school. It seemed like he copied the wrong ones last time. Do I think that's something like that's considered an ill omen? Of course not. I know it is. The first sign that validates my suspicion appears even earlier than expected. Over this week, I've had coincidental meetings pretty much every single day with a certain short, or with a certain short but loudmouth girl named Claire. I don't even know how she managed to magically appear every time. In any case, all I know is that it's impossible for me to try to figure out her real intentions. Okay, now you have to tell me something. What does it mean of those emails? All of them were cryptic sounding. Why? You're offended, Sirian. Now I must ask for Sasha to compensate for such a despicable attack. You've already got ice cream for the same reason. Stop trying to spend all of my money. It's not a real date if the man doesn't pay. Can't you understand something so simple? So this is a date and I didn't even realize it. That would be such a cool thing to do. Alright, so that's all the time I have for today's video. Let's get this outro out. That's all the time I have for today's video. Number 1 rule, don't panic. Second rule, stay happy and don't forget to not die. I've been Andy from the Andy Owuzu YouTube channel, and I hope you all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
dudes and dudettes are having a wonderfully fantastic day. And I'll see you later.